The 2002 World Series featured a matchup of two wildcard winners, the San Francisco Giants and the Anaheim Angels. The Angels shocked the baseball world by eliminating the New York Yankees in the first round of the playoffs, and then Minnesota Twins. The Giants defeated Atlanta Braves and St. Louis Cardinals. Both teams had had many long years of futility and frustration. The Giants franchise has not won a World Series since 1954, and never in San Francisco. They came awfully close in 1962 against the New York Yankees, and were swept in 4 games in the Earthquake Series of 1989. Since Dusty Baker took over, they made it to the playoffs twice, only to be eliminated in the Division Series. The Angels franchise had been in existence since 1961. In all those years, they have made the playoffs 3 times, coming awfully close in 1982 and 1986. 2002 was Mike Scioscia's 3rd year as the Angels skipper, and with 99 regular season victories, by far his most successful. Both teams featured strong starting lineups. The Angels had sluggers like Tim Salmon, Troy Glaus, Garrett Anderson, and Brad Fulmer, as well as dependable hitters like David Eckstein and Adam Kennedy. Their pitching staff featured hurlers like Jared Washburn, Ramon Ortiz, and Kevin Appier, a sharp closer, Troy Percival, and a young but dazzling rookie, Francisco Rodriguez. The Giants featured a monster lineup of their own, consisting of a great 1-2 punch of Barry Bonds and Jeff Kent, 2 of the most feared hitters in baseball. Also in the lineup were newly acquired Kenny Lofton, Reggie Sanders, David Bell, as well as 2002 NLCS MVP Benito Santiago. The Giants featured 5 starters, all with double-digit in win totals, as well as great bullpen with Rob Nan at the helm. The series also reunited Dusty Baker and Mike Scioscia, who were teammates on the Dodgers in the early 1980s. The first game took place on October 19th with 44,600 in attendance at Edison Field. Jerry Crawford was the home plate umpire, Angel Hernandez manned first base, Tim Shida was at second, Mike Winters at third, Mike Riley and Tim McClellan were monitoring the outfields. The Giants sent their 29-year-old 13-game winner Jason Schmidt to the mound. The Angels countered with Jared Washburn, a 27-year-old 18-game winner. The first inning was quiet, with both starters retiring the side in order. Jared Washburn struck out 2 of the first 3 batters he faced, before facing Barry Bonds in the top of the second. Washburn decided to challenge one of the most feared hitters in baseball. Barry Bonds made him regret that decision. After making Benito Santiago ground out for the first out, Washburn gave up another solo shot to Reggie Sanders, this one to right center field. With the score now 2-0, Washburn doubled down, retiring the next 2 batters. In the bottom of the second, with 1 out, Jason Schmidt faced Troy Glaus, who smote his 0-2 pitch to left over the head of Barry Bonds, cutting the Giants' lead in half. The next batter, Brad Fulmer, singled to right and stole second base with 2 outs, but Schmidt escaped the second without any further damage. Washburn, meanwhile, did not give up another hit until the 4th. With 1 out, he faced Bonds again, and again he challenged him. With full count, Barry Bonds struck out for the second out. The next batter, Benito Santiago, singled up the middle. Washburn then proceeded to walk Reggie Sanders and J.T. Snow, loading the bases. But David Bell popped out to shallow right field, and the threat was over. In the bottom of the 5th, with runners on first and third, Tim Salmon hit a pop-up toward the first base dugout. J.T. Snow ran to catch it, slipped, but still managed to get up and make the grab for the second out. Jared Washburn managed to keep the Giants off the scoreboard until the 6th inning. With 2 outs, he gave up a single to Reggie Sanders. J.T. Snow then hit a home run to right center, extending the Giants' lead to 3 runs. This was the last pitch Washburn threw that day, as Scioscia replaced him with Brendan Donnelly. Donnelly would retire David Bell on a groundout. Jason Schmidt did not fare much better in the bottom of the frame, as Troy Glaus hit his second offering over the wall for a home run. Jason Schmidt walked the next batter, Brad Fulmer. Fulmer was on second base with 2 outs when Adam Kennedy hit a single to right, once again reducing the Giants' lead to 1 run. Dusty Baker made a pitching change, replacing Jason Schmidt with Felix Rodriguez, a dependable fireballer. Neither Rodriguez nor Donnelly gave up a hit. Donnelly retired 5 batters in a row before being replaced by Scott Schoenweiss when Bonds came to bat for the 3rd time in the 8th inning. Schoenweiss walked Bonds on 4 straight pitches and was quickly replaced by Ben Weber. Weber would promptly retire Reggie Sanders and Benito Santiago to end the top of the 8th. Felix Rodriguez would be replaced by Tim Worrell in the bottom of the 8th. Worrell retired the first 2 batters before walking Scott Spezio. Orlando Palmeiro pinch hit for Benji Molina, but would fly out to 3rd. In the bottom of the 9th, the Angels faced Rob Nen, one of the best closers in the National League. Nen lived up to his reputation, striking out 1 and retiring 2 on fly balls, ending the first game of the series in Giants' favor. The starting pitching for both teams proved less than effective, as neither starter got past the 6th inning. A total of 5 home runs were hit. The bullpens for each team proved to be much more efficient, never giving up a single hit and issuing just 1 walk to each team.